Alright, so you heard about Rat Strat and you're coming to my video to figure out how it actually works. Let me show you. So this only happens when obviously Diana we're trying to get 2 chimeras from one drop instead of just one, right? So let me go over the pet stats real quick. We got level 100 rat. You may think, giving someone a cheese only gives them 7 magic find, but you see the second part of the rat's blessing perk gives you 20% chance to get it too. So this applies to any drop that a killer gets when killing an inquis. So if they drop a chimera, you have a 20% chance to drop it too. Now, it's kind of difficult to use. There's a lot of requirements for doing rat strats. So I only recommend this if you have, like, this is a high requirement. Looting 5, lots of magic finds, maybe like probably around like 450 whenever you get enchanted book. So that's including bestiary, legion, the perk for the fragged daedalus axe, and yeah, so when it says you drop a book, it says the magic find you get, right? So it says around like 450. You're probably good. Another requirement, you need to be able to survive when it's 400% damage. Now, the way I do this is whenever the inquis spawns, I just keep jumping because it will do the lightning strike on you, which will eventually one-tap you at 400%. So you want to keep jumping until everyone's done, and then when it's time to kill, you can either like keep jumping or hitting it, or like very quickly kill it, or move around while killing it. So let's go over how this strat works. So the first of all, someone spawns an inquis. Let's have an imaginary person. Say this guy spawns an inquis. He needs to obviously ping the inquis. Everybody comes over, they hit it once to get their loot sharing damage, and then the spawner will fire freeze it, and then everybody swaps to their rat pet. And the main thing here is they want to get the cheese buff on the spawner. That's how you get the 20% chance to get the chimera book. It takes a while, so you have up to like 40-50 seconds to get a cheese, but once you get it, it'll say like right here, you buff them, giving 7 magic find, but this is also the 20% buff. You switch to your magic find pet, which I have here, and you switch to your magic find set. And obviously you see here, Andriacus has given me a buff, and that was 20% chance to happen. So the math adds up to around like 1 in 500, 1 in 500, which is the exact same chances of loot sharing a book yourself. So the odds here now are, like, when you add them together, it's 1 or 2 in 500, which is 1 in 250. So you've essentially doubled your odds of getting a chimera book from loot sharing. The main things with this rat pet, the buff only procs if someone kills the mob. So you can't buff somebody else and expect them to drop the book and then you to drop the book off of them. The killer has to get the book, and then you have the chance. So yeah, that's why it's kind of a high requirement. You kind of want a full L5 party for just consistency. Alright, I'm going to quickly go over a video of somebody actually getting a chimera from a rat drop, and I'll be back to explain more details about it. what have I missed? Alright, so when you are the killer, so say I'm this guy, back to this example again, say I'm this guy that spawned the Inquis and everybody else is on their rat pets. What I want to do is have my Griffin out. I'm going to fire freeze the Inquis, and I'm going to hit it till it's like, I don't know, 2 mil health or something like that. Just enough so that when everybody's done ratting, I can hit it easily and don't die. I won't die from like a lightning strike or something. So I just wait for that and just continuously fire freeze whenever it starts moving again. And then when the Inquis reaches like 400%, that's when you tell in chat, you say swap. And that is when everybody will swap back from their rat pet to their like whatever their magic find pet is, and then you start killing, and that's when I know you hope you get an enchanted book. The thing is, when you have 5 or 6 people in your party, it's kind of difficult to get like the killer when you get a cheese buff. So what you like, it's just pretty much luck, unfortunately. So yeah, about like probably like 1 in 3 times you'll probably actually get the killer, because you only get like, if you're lucky, you can get up to 3 cheeses per Inquis before they say you have to swap, and that only covers 3 out of the 5 people that there could be. So your odds, like, I don't know, it's just not as great, right? But it's worth it just in case you do end up getting that Chimera book that they drop, right? So that's kind of it. I guess when you're in a 5 looting 5 party, which you probably won't be, everybody will obviously be killing their own Inquis, and then everybody else will be ratting. But when you're in a 1 looting 5 person party, it's only the Inquises that the looting 5 person has that you will rat. So because like he's the only one that'll kill, and he's the only one with looting 5, and he's the one, like, if he spawned it, he has a 1 in 100 chance to get it, right? But if like somebody else spawned it and he kills it, he has a 1 in 500 chance, which means you'd have a 1 in 2500 chance. So it's not really viable at that point. It's just a waste of time at that point. So nobody does it for loot sharing when the killer is loot sharing somebody else. Alright, one thing that I almost forgot to cover, I was editing the video and forgot about it, pet rules. So what I do is, if, say, you're the killer, you will want, whenever you kill any mythological mob, to switch to your magic find pet. So obviously when you kill the Inquis, it'll switch to your magic find pet and it'll count for that magic find. When you're ratting though, you obviously want the rat to spawn, and then you want to use the rat, or you want to use your rod again to spawn your second pet. And I have this loop on where it'll keep on spawning my G-Drag and my rat, but it'll always spawn my rat first because of this pet rule. So I have a couple pet rules on throw hook, and it has some rule exceptions here. Let me do it for you here, because I'll show you, because when you start making it, you can't actually have 2 rod rules. You have to first do the wrong pet. You have to first do the pet rules. So you do unless you have rat equipped. So that's for the first one. Then obviously the second time you can do it if you have the pet rules equipped. So then you do your magic find pet. You do except if you have this pet again, and then also the extra rule here is if you have your Griffin equipped. So now if my Griffin is equipped, it will spawn the rat first. Because my Griffin was equipped, it won't spawn the G-Drag. It'll spawn the rat first, then I get on my rat, do my whole thing, and then you you rot swap again, and then you do that. I think that covers most of the bases. I'm going to do a later video about like a bunch of tips. This probably will be in that. This video will probably be linked in that video. So, yeah, if you want to see some tips and tricks later, I will have a video up soon, and we will go over that. All right, everybody. Hopefully you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video.